Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 1 versus 1 on Fortress Divided. On the southern side, as the Praetorian Guard, we've got Vrax. On the northern side, as the Vostroyan Firstborn, we've got Chairman Meow. Chairman Meow will be opening with a couple of Vostroyan Hunters, a Tech Priest Engine Seer, as well as a Vostroyan Barracks. And Vrax is going to go for a couple of Irregulars, a Convict Squad, as well as a Generator and a Soldier's Mess. So straight off the bat, we've already got something quite interesting. Normally the Praetorian players will go for the Orc production building, but now we're going to see the actual regular Praetorian stuff. We're also going to see some regulars coming out. Normally we don't see regulars, mainly because they're a bit, I don't know, pants in comparison to the Orcs with their big shooters. But hey-ho, I mean, Vrax might be able to make it work. He might be able to make it work indeed. I think this is also the first cast, well, it's the first proper cast that we've done on this map. Very Shogun-esque. We've got a relic on either side. Got a critical location in the middle with what looks to be like, I can't remember what it's, is it Helldivers? Where they've got this thing, you sometimes see them on the maps and you could blow them up and basically bring down a hell bomb without actually having to bring one down. Although whether that's a reference or not, I can't remember if Helldivers came out before or after the 7.0 update. But I hope it looks cool anyway, and plenty of heavy cover to make use of across the map. I'll go and see a Orc bunker placed next to this point here. I suppose that makes sense, as I mean the Praetorian Guards, their listing posts don't do much in the way of defense, really. I mean, they've got the bombard thing that they could do, but it's not that much reliable. Can't stick regular Praetorians inside the Orc bunker though. That is a bit of a shame. Yeah, I'm wondering how these regulars are going to do. Very interesting indeed. Also going to see the Lieutenant Colonel as well, which is basically a poor man's Farseer. Could come out, cast Guide onto one of the units near him. And also give them a temporary fleet of foot, but they must stand still for a little bit. There's the Lord Regent, who is just an absolute beast in close combat and in ranged. And yeah, with the Vostroyan Hunters, they all come out with sniper rifles. So I wonder if in a straight-up firefight they might struggle, or they might actually succeed very well against the regulars. They're going to come over, and they're going to engage in a bit of shooty bang bang stuff. The snipers don't seem to do that much damage to morale. He says, oh no, it does. Never mind me. But yeah, the regulars need to stand still for a little bit to fight. They do a little bit more damage than your regular guardsmen. Still, not that great, as we already saw. 3 hunters holding back a whole smorgasbord of those regulars. Here comes the Lieutenant Colonel in there. And charging forth, potentially. With gay abandon. Also use the long-range scanner so I can get a better view of them. And actually, when they get a full volley off, they'll do a bad bit of damage.
Yes.
Lieutenant Colonel slips on the banana peel or something. Oh no, it's the sniper / shotgun of the Lord Regent. Makes me think of, oh, there used to be a YouTuber who used to play Battlefield or something. And he had like a Viking sniper rifle build, which is just basically a shotgun with a sniper scope on it. And wait, guy's been cast on this dude. Well, actually doing a fair bit of damage. But some Tech Priest Agencies inside this listing post, causing these guys some issues. Will run forward into the heavy cover over here. They'll be supported by some Welsh irregulars. Lord Regent, not feeling all that fresh and fancy, not anymore. I mean, straight at 1 versus 1. I love that. He runs away, there's a 180, blasts him in the face before continuing to charge back. Fortified position, top of the listing post. The Vostroyan Firstborn's upgrade listing post are remarkably strong as they come out with plasma cannons. Got some regulars being shot at by the Vostroyan Hunters down over on this side. He's turning around, blasting this guy, strapping the chops. 35 health left. Make him run away. Oh, can he survive? 11 health left. Get him out of that firing range. Oh no, never mind. It was a valiant attempt, Lieutenant Colonel. Valiant attempt indeed. These guys in heavy cover going to be avoiding a lot of that damage, and already bringing it down to yellow health. Got some more regulars coming over on the right hand side. And yeah, okay, they're not doing an amazing bit of damage to the listing post, but gradually over time they'll take it down, and I suppose if it dies, that's the main thing really. Lord Regent waiting for some. Oh, gunluggers, have you just gone for? Oh right, you've just gone straight for tier 2. Oh right, yeah, fair enough, you've gone for 3 plasma generators. And 1 squad of Ogrin gunluggers. And a listing post. Keep these regulars and irregulars back. Going for a few pot shots here and there. Here they come. They've got the heavy cover advantage there. Bit of a standoff. It all calms down. Hear the whistling of the wind. And there we go. Redemption is here. Big explosions from the gunluggers. Unlike other Ogrin squads, these guys are primarily orientated towards ranged combat. Going to stand in that heavy cover as well. Guide being casted on these regulars. Got some chemical nonsense being dropped in by the Lord Regent. Quick, send the convicts in. Yes, that's what you like to see. These guys, they're fine. It's only a bit of chemical nonsense. They'll be all right. They shouldn't have committed crimes in the first place. Attempting to tie up the gunluggers, then deciding to engage in ranged combat instead. Quite brave that you're giving the convicts some guns as well. Quite brave indeed. But yeah, that was one way to defend your half and home there. Very nice stuff. I've seen the irregulars over here been just turning to mincemeat everywhere from this listening post. The convicts have managed to build up a spinny regimental statue. Got TH on the way for these guys. Yep, they've got the bugler here. Bugler is able to keep the guys in good, firm order with his amazing trumpet playing. Also has an ability where he can demoralise or stun or does something to enemy units. Some fantastic brass beats. Okay, right, so gunluggers out. And straight for that Mars Fabricate. Right, okay, so just no infantry. You've got your big boys, you've got some Vostroyan hunters. What more could you want? And to be fair, the Vostroyan Firstborn do like to have more vehicles than they do infantry. That is their whole bag. Good lord, that damage incoming. But the regimental statue playing a fine tune. Sorry, no, that was the bugler. Keeping the men in good stead, like I say. Starting hunter. Michael Jacksoning away by a smooth criminal kind of foot slide. Sending more convicts. Also got a Murtaugh team as well. Long range knockback damage. That's a remarkably good spread on that Murtaugh team. I think we've seen the Murtaugh team before, to be fair. Thin out the prison population. We don't need any more of them. We've got no more room. Oh my goodness, it's like, I mean, Rishi Sunak saying, oh, we'll just let him out early. Aha! My goodness, that's 2 unification casts in a row where there's been political commentary. Should not make that a habit. Should not make that a habit at all. Lightning strike fighters, they're in the air, but they're just going to chill out over here just to defend this stuff. Munition stores for some Martini Henry pattern rifles, massively increasing the range damage of those regular sections. They can't really push too far out as those gunluggers do so much damage. To get a decap on that critical location in the centre.
What do you need, good Midlanders, Lord?
Now, I'm not sure. Oh, they've got double orc bunkers here. I was going to go for a fortified position add-on. So this side of the map will be quite hard to penetrate. Pardon the phrasing. Vostroyan's been flanked. Guys have also gone for a couple of plasma guns. Which should hurt the Ogrin gunluggers quite considerably. These poor convicts, man. It's not a game to be a convict, is it? Being surrounded. It's a bad time for everyone involved. Also got the bombard, which perfectly placed. Oh, don't see that every day. The gunluggers have been shot to high heavens, and the last of the Vostroyan hunters. The last of the Vostroyan hunters. I don't know where my tongue was going then. Any strike fighters there? Damn fine. Aircraft taking out that listening post. Also got a generator that they can smash up as well. What are you building? More Vostroyan hunters. Probably need... you're going to go for a shrine to the Grey Lady, which will increase the health of your infantry. Praetorian's now laying siege upon the Vostroyans for a second time now. Yeah, like, have you got money? You've got money. What are you spending it on? Oh, just tier 3. Right, so you're just point blank refusing to play the infantry game. You've got your Ogrin gunluggers. What more could you possibly want or need? That's fair enough, man. Fair enough indeed. Praetorian's just kind of chilling out at the moment. Don't want to push any further. Lightning strike fighter focusing on the munition stores. And this is where the Praetorians also get their vehicle cap increases, so need to make sure that that stays online. Convicts point blank refusing to work until that parole officer comes out. And who are you? You are a medic. You just join these guys. Oh no, you're gonna go somewhere else, I imagine. Fair enough. Going to hide inside the soldier mess. I assume we come out somewhere else.
Yes, Prison.
Lightning Strike Fighter continuing its reign of terror. Unopposed. Also, Relic over here being decapped. And this listening post, it's just... You've been stunned or something. No, you haven't. These guys just wanting to make sure that they've got access to that heavy cover before they lose it. And is that the Murtaugh team decapping it? Oh no, it's not. It's the regulars. For a second, I thought that was like quite a useful... would it be useful for the Murtaugh team to be able to do it? Possibly. And make them a little bit different from the other heavy weapon support teams for the other Imperial Guard factions. These guys are also going to go for their own Murtaugh trooper. So not bad at all. Got a sentry gun upgrading into a Vanquisher cannon. So these guys are just purely going for that defensive play here. Tier 3 has finished, and in comes the Stahena, which is a artillery piece, if I'm not mistaken, that fires twice. Against all his infantry, why not?
Yes.
We've got Lord Regent being reunited with his thick boys. But playing it quite close to the wire are the Vostroyan Firstborn. Can the Praetorians push in? I don't think they can with all this defensive stuff going on. Not unless they get anything more substantial. They're going to go for Hermes, Pass and Sentinel. In fact, got two of them over here. All armed with auto cannons. They should be able to do a lot of damage against these lightning strike fighters, but they can also receive a lot of damage from these guys as well. So a bit dangerous. Comes to the Stahena. Probably mispronouncing that. Somebody could write down how one pronounces it in the comments. I'd massively appreciate it. I will forget it though, but I'd appreciate the effort all the same. All the firepower comes in. These guys are having a bit of a hard time even when they're in the heavy cover. Murtaugh team not doing a lick of damage against these buildings. And this unit composition not doing Vrax any favours here. Won't keep these guys inside the buildings any longer, or inside their base any longer.
Do not fail him like our ancestors.
We do have the... Where have the Hermes gone? Well, the Hermes are over here. They're causing some issues. And yeah, I mean, I suppose this side is undefended, but we've now got triple lightning strike fighters. I can see where Vrax was going with that. I'll have a holding force here to make sure that all the Vostroyans stay here. Then move over with your sentinel pattern, do through doodads, shoot things up, but in saying that, I mean, moving from over here to over here isn't that far. Oh dear. That's Stahena knocking these guys around. All the Murtaugh people are dead. I hope you appreciate I've been able to put the higher graphics on. Not sure why, for some reason, it's all of a sudden been able to play at higher graphics without crashing. But I'll take it. I won't complain while it's lasting. Yeah, there were Praetorians standing here, and now they're all just a red smear on the ground. Some plasma cannon nonsense being fired in, not sure where from. The temporary tendency are attempting to come forward, not sure what he was also trying to plan neither. But yeah, that's the thing. Got an anti-tank team on the way. The anti-tank team is quite strong. 3 models that come out, all capable of blasting apart any kind of vehicles on the way. But I'm surprised I'm not seeing the wonderfully amazing late game vehicles from Vrax at the moment. Although I suppose we are still in minute 13. They did spend a lot of money on that infantry bunch. What's the one word I'm thinking of? Composition. That's the word I'm trying to think of. That team getting a couple of shots off on that lightning strike fighter. Will fall back and please say going to repair it. That would make me a very happy boy. Yeah, here he comes. Look at that. Marvellous stuff. Warms the cankles of my heart. Is that a medic? Are you the medic? Let me click on you. Gosh darn it. Hold still. No, you're a regular section. Never mind me then. Where did the medic go? Are you still alive? No, we've got Lieutenant Colonel standing around. Ogre and gunluggers. Just each man, or each Ogre should I say in their squad, we have 10 more or less by the looks of this battle. They just came in and they just don't care, do they? The Ogre Lugger Bonehead coming out of that plasma cannon. More chemical nonsense as well. Maybe a little bit premature. Could have done with being inside the Praetorian base, but hey. Gives me the... Oh, what's that Sabaton song? The March of the Dead Men? That one about the Russians in World War I where they've been gassed but still come out to fight some more. This is your daily reminder to listen to Sabaton. Can't have enough amounts of that. The Ogre's just inside the base, running amok. Being unchallenged. Also, this vehicle forge about to be shot down. Where are the rest of the fighting forces? Oh, by the way, economy check. 8 and 40 compared to 79 and 62. Don't think we've done an economy check just yet. But they've survived. Well, that one powerful bugler just chasing him around with his brass. Love that. Get out of my base and I'll play some music at you. You won't like it. Also got a mighty standard bearer bearing a standard, rallying around the colours. Really love to see. Regular section with their powerful Martini rifles, with their upgrade, do a lot of damage. But I mean, still not doing all that well in the living department. That's okay. All right. Other agent being respawned. Also got plenty of decaps and all this stuff over here. What was that, decaps? We got a decap on the relic over here, but not on that strategic point. Chairman Meow still with control on this relic over on the right hand side. Plenty of hunters. And was that one volley or what damage? Yeah, okay, you won't be killing that anytime soon, but with Vrax's focus being firmly over on this side,
through the brain, I always say.
not a bad option. Stone Hunter's been shot in the face by some las cannons. Can't be a good way to die. Well, I suppose it's instant death, really, isn't it? If you get shot in the face by a las cannon. Worst ways to die in the 31st millennium, or 41st millennium. Got the artillery been fired in. How far can you fire? Oh, all the way over here. Fair enough. And I suppose we don't really do much damage to buildings, according to your unit card. But never trust a building card. Tier 4 for Chairman Meow. Will we see some relic units? Or some Titan units from the mighty Vostroyan Firstborn? Have quite a nice selection of vehicles. Can't remember them for the life of me, but I do remember them. And tier 3 on the way for Vrax. So, a significant tech advantage. And he's just going to stay inside the base. He's not confident enough to push too far forward. As those gunluggers continue to be a menace. Another Stehena to add to the artillery bombardments. As this regimental statue is being brought down to brick by bloody brick. Once again, all goes quiet on that western front. Praetorian's just ready to recapture all their lost stuff. Makes sense. Quite a low economy game as well. No one really kicking off with a lot of money. So anything that's lost is heavily felt. We've got lots of firepower onto that one gunlugger there. Blasted back by that one plasma cannon from that Burnhead. A remarkable amount of damage. Gosh, one unit just holding off a whole army. Well, they've now got 2 with biscuits. The Praetorians are now going to have a lot more health to play with. Maybe it is a good old cuppa that will bring you forth. Also a Lehman Russ Tesla Cruiser. But population is full at the moment. Regimental statue has been taken down. Aid station also about to be brought low. Praetorians in a bit of a sticky situation. If they leave here to defend here, the gunluggers will come over and destroy things. If they don't, well, these guys will eventually kill everything. We've now got replacement Lieutenant Colonel. And the one medic point blank refuses to do his job. To stand around away from all this infantry. They can heal themselves, gosh darn it. My goodness. Like an NHS GP, still working for that COVID backlog. Oh, stop it, Mr. Landshark. Nope. I know there's an election season coming up, but just stop it, alright? Haha. Maybe I should form my own political party, the Landshark Party. I don't know what my policies would be. My policy would be to leave me alone. That's what it would be.
Stand tall, convicts.
Reduce inflation and leave me the gosh darn alone. But we are going to see the tank commander coming out. He does silly business with his damage. Like I said, the moment the infantry leaves, the gunluggers come over.
Do you wish me to
Regulars have to get to position before firing, which is their major weakness in a defensive scenario. Absolutely amazing. But having to get into position to fire, that's my major disadvantage. And just gassing the bodies. Fair enough. One way to take him out. Comes that Vanquisher there. Got a little bit of a mortar action in there. Got a big cigar cannon. And he just says nope to all your vehicle needs. Also been supported by all those anti-tank teams. Don't know if it actually does that much damage against aircraft. That's okay. That's fine. So Vulture gunship on the way. And Grenadiers. Do something. Can the Grenadiers go one-on-one against the gunluggers?
Yes.
Suppose when they've been backed up by that Bugalier. Here they come. Or do they come? No, they were thinking about it, but then decided against it. I mean, personally, I, for one, even if I was a Grenadier, would not want to charge in. But Grenadiers, they're meant to be, like, ridiculously tall people, aren't they? I remember reading about Grenadiers from Napoleonic history, and them basically being, like, a minimum of, like, 6 foot, which is, like, back in those days, was freakishly tall, since everyone was malnourished. Look at that! Tank Vanquisher standing firm against 2 Tesla cruisers. Also being repaired by those convicts as well. The Stone Hunters firing straight up into the parole officers there and the convicts. So, and once that repairing goes down, actually seems to be slowed down by all that Tesla firing. Oh dear. It's a major letdown. Anti-tank sections can't move that much further forward neither, otherwise they're being shot by the Vostroyan Hunters. Long-range scanner seeing them, but there's nothing really to fire at them. Oh dear. I know, gosh. There were Grenadiers here, there still are, but constant use of that chemical stuff. Deadly stuff. Oh, and here comes the Doom Hammer. Right, well, there's one thing to signal that the Praetorians were absolutely knackered. A mighty long-range cannon on that Doom Hammer. It says that the game is over. Vrax says GG. And yeah, I mean, that was, you know what? Considering that the Praetorian infantry opening isn't the standard, isn't the normal, you don't normally see that because the Orc mercenaries are so much better than the regulars, I suppose. That was quite a good showing of what they could potentially do. You know what I mean? Like I say, what we saw there, where in a defensive scenario, they were a lot better, but trying to be more aggressive, and because they've got to stand still for a little bit before shooting, is at their disadvantage. I do quite like how defensively Chairman Meow played. I mean, it did allow the Praetorians to have a lot more map control than they other would have otherwise had, but that use of the gunluggers, just holding the map for as long as they can, waiting for that late game stuff in the form of these Steheners to break people out of their heavy cover, the lightning fighters going around the side, the hunters doing their shenanigans, and then waiting for those big guns to come out to seal the deal in the end of the game. So very nice stuff from both players. So cheers, boys and girls, for watching at home, and if you want to support the channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you once a game a week, and there is also a Discord where Discord things happen. Links in the description as always. My name's been Mr. Landshark, pleasure's always never short, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace.